do you think that the older we get, we reduce our standards and non-negotiables that we may have when we're younger, i.e. us in our 20s?
I remember when we had this conversation, Shayla and I talked to my mentor about this, and she was like telling us, explaining to us, like, yes, because like there are certain things that I think back to, like when I was in high school, that were like non-negotiables for me, but have changed since I've gotten older. Like I used to say, like, you can't even smoke like a weed. Like I didn't want to smoke her at all. But as you get older, everybody's doing it. I mean, I don't. Shayla doesn't. But most of the people in the world do, right? And I do agree. Like, I feel like as you get older, like, certain things seem to be less drastic or dramatic for you, which kind of like always makes you think, like, was it really a standard that I had? You know
Yeah,
what
I think when we're younger, we're also immature. So we think of like, if my man doesn't have a name brand car, he's not for me. If my man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if he's not 7 feet, he's not for me.
I mean? No,
If
that
he,
height
let
requirement's
me,
there.
Rebecca don't even let me finish my thought.
Sorry.
If he, you know what I'm saying? If he doesn't get at least 100 likes on his social media posts, we cannot be together. If he has more followers than people that he's following, then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff that be so dumb. And the older you get, you realize that there are bigger issues. Of course, right? Like, there's main things that I don't think I will ever change. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a conservative, I just don't feel like that will align with me and my thoughts and how I want to raise my kids. That's never gonna shake. That's never gonna move. I want someone that is career driven.
Mm.
That's never gonna shake, because I don't mind if I'm the one that's making more, but I need you to be motivated to do more, right? Like, whether what that career path is doesn't pay as much as mine, that's okay. But I need you to be thinking for your own, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you depending on me like all the time. I don't like that. I want you to have your own life and your own thing going on for yourself, not just all me. Another thing that I used to be very big on is like, oh, I wanted you to text me all the time, 24/7. But that's because when you're young, you have all the time in the world. Like, I remember when I first was dating, like, my first boyfriend, if he didn't text me like within an hour or two, I'm like, I would be so mad. But now I'm like, I barely can respond to my friends. So I'm like, please do not be on me. Let's just like, talk at night, a FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know what you're doing, but like, that's it. That texting every second, every minute of the day, that's exhausting, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the things I think does happen also is that you become more intentional with it, right? So as you get older, it's like the surface level things aren't much of a standard anymore, you know? Obviously, would I prefer a guy who is taller than me? Yes, but if I so happen to get a guy that's the same height as me and you check mark in all the different personality markers and stuff like that, baby, I would never hold that against you. But it's like, as I get older, there's just certain things that I will not put myself to align with. Like, I don't want a man who's sitting here still in the streets thinking that he's a street pharmacist. Sir, like, come on, come on. Like, I don't want a scammer. And like, these are things that I used to be okay with, or I used to think we're so cute. Like, I don't want a man who's always in and out of jail. Like, I don't want that anymore. There's just certain things
First of all, the fact that you even wanted that point blank period is a problem.
I thought it was cute. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
Ain't nothing cute about that. It's like the what's his name? Cam Thomas from the Nets. Ain't shit funny.
Like,
I never wanted a man that was in jail. None of that.
and the thing is, right, I never like really had that like bias against people who had kids, because I've talked to men with kids before. And because I've talked to men with kids, I know I don't want to do that. In my experience, I don't want that. No, you got it. You got it. You got it. But then also, when you think about it, let's say I don't get into a relationship until I'm 30. Most people by the age of 30 got kids, especially in the times that we are in.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of like one of those, like, you gotta take what you can take and get what you can get. Even though it sucks to say and it's terrible to think like that, but like, baby, it's slim pickings.
I just want to meet my match. Like wherever you are, please, it's time. I want to have kids. I know not everybody does, but the older we get, it's harder. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What if I figure out that I have something wrong with me and that I need extra help to have kids? It's hard out here for, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
hard out here for a pimp.